I am the only GOAT. In the history of basketball, many names have been written in gold letters. Men who defied time, who made stadiums vibrate, and who were capable of elevating the sport to another level. But when it comes to greatness, to immortal legend, there is one name that stands above all others: Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He is not just a player. He is not just a champion. He is the epitome of excellence, the very definition of the GOAT. And if basketball could talk, it would shout loudly, "I am Michael Jordan, the only GOAT." High voltage, the competitive killer's mindset. What separated Jordan from the rest wasn't just his points or his rings. It was his killer mindset. Jordan played every game as if it were his last, with an insatiable hunger for victory. When he stepped onto the court, there was no friend or rival, only one goal: to win. That mindset made him a competitive monster who never accepted defeat as an option. In every practice, in every finals, Michael was synonymous with perfection in effort. Trophy an immaculate king in the finals. He reached the NBA Finals 6 times. He was a champion 6 times. 6-0, undefeated, untouchable. He never let the pressure get him down, never let an opponent hold the trophy in his face. He was also a 6-time Finals MVP, making it clear that he not only won, but dominated when it mattered most. His legacy is a monument to greatness. The higher the challenge, the higher Jordan soared. Fire the art of scoring the unimaginable. Jordan was a poet of basketball. His moves were pure art: impossible fadeaways, gravity-defying flights to the hoop, acrobatic layups amidst giants. He won 10 league scoring titles, proving he could overcome any defense. He had the elegance of a dancer and the ferocity of a predator. When the ball was in his hands, the world stopped. Everyone knew something extraordinary was about to happen. Shield, defense, and complete domination. Jordan wasn't just a lethal offensive player. He was also a defensive wall. Defensive Player of the Year, 9 times on the NBA All-Defensive First Team, and a ball stealer who turned defense into a spectacle. Unlike many others, Michael dominated on both ends of the court. He was the perfect storm. Whoever faced him suffered. Whoever watched him admired him. Globe showing Europe-Africa more than a player, a global legend. Jordan wasn't just an athlete, he was a cultural phenomenon. He turned the NBA into a global spectacle. His impact transcended basketball. He changed fashion, advertising, and even the way the world viewed athletes. Air Jordans weren't just sneakers. They were symbols of status, of rebellion, of dreams. Michael didn't just play on the court. He played in the hearts of millions of fans around the world. GOAT, the legacy of the one and only GOAT. Many have come after: Kobe, LeBron, Curry, each with their own greatness, their own style, and their own impact. But the throne still has only one owner. Michael Jordan is not part of basketball history. He is the history of basketball. When it comes to perfection, absolute dominance, an immortal hero who refused to lose, only one name resonates in eternity. I am Michael Jordan. I am the one and only GOAT. The era in which Jordan reigned. Basketball in the 1980s and 1990s was a brutal battlefield. There were no soft rules, no breaks. Hits were part of the game. It was an era of giants: Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, names any other player would have feared facing. But Jordan didn't fear them, he conquered them all. Every dynasty that tried to dominate the NBA had to bend the knee to him. The Detroit Bad Boys, the New York Knicks, the Supersonics, the Suns, the Blazers, the Jazz. One by one, Jordan defeated them with a lethal mix of talent, discipline, and boundless ambition. High voltage, the unbreakable spirit. What made the most difference was his spirit. Michael Jordan knew no fatigue, knew no fear. When he fell ill in the 1997 Finals, feverish and exhausted, many thought he wouldn't play. But he showed up, sweat pouring down his brow and his face pale, to give one of the most legendary performances, the flu game. With his body on the verge of collapse, he scored 38 points and led the Bulls to victory. That game wasn't just about basketball, it was a test of will. Jordan proved that neither illness nor pain could stop him. Basketball, the leader who transformed everyone. Jordan wasn't just great in his own right. He was a leader capable of elevating his entire team. He made Scottie Pippen an unstoppable partner, demanded excellence from every teammate, and transformed the Chicago Bulls into the most feared dynasty of all time. His discipline, his toughness in training, and his hunger for glory were contagious. Anyone who played alongside him couldn't be mediocre. They had to live up to expectations. Jordan accepted no excuses, only results. Milky Way, the phenomenon that changed sports. Before Michael, the NBA was strong in the United States, but with him, it became a global spectacle. The entire world began to follow basketball thanks to his charisma and dominance on the court. Children in Africa, Europe, Asia, and Latin America dreamed of being like him. His silhouette in the air became a universal icon. Jordan wasn't just a player. He was a symbol of achievement, greatness, and eternity. GOAT, the unattainable GOAT. Today, decades after his retirement, his shadow remains unsurpassed. Every emerging player is compared to him. Every new feat in the NBA is measured against his achievements. LeBron may break records, Kobe may emulate his style, Curry may revolutionize the three-point shot, but none of them reach the absolute perfection that Michael Jordan represents. Because the GOAT isn't defined only by statistics. He's defined by legacy, by impact, by the fear he inspired in opponents, and by the hope he gave to fans. As a child, on the dusty courts of North Carolina, Michael Jordan dreamed of something that seemed impossible. He dreamed of flying. And it wasn't just a childish wish. He made that dream a reality. Every jump, every dunk, every acrobatic stunt in the air was the embodiment of what seemed unattainable. Jordan didn't just play basketball. He showed that human limits could be broken. With him, basketball ceased to be a sport and became a celestial spectacle. Trophy, the immortality of his exploits. Jordan's memories are not forgotten because they weren't just games. They were chapters in an epic story. The shot over Craig Ello, which silenced Cleveland and announced the arrival of the new king. The duel against Magic Johnson in 1991, where he proclaimed himself the absolute heir to the NBA. The final shot against Utah in 1998, an instant frozen in eternity, where the entire world held its breath as the ball flew. These weren't just victories. They were works of art in motion, immortal marks in the history of sports. The complete warrior. In a game dominated by specialists, Jordan was the complete warrior. He attacked with the precision of a surgeon. He defended with the ferocity of a lion. He led with the authority of a king. His opponents knew there was no respite. If he didn't destroy them with his offense, he would suffocate them with his defense. His greatness wasn't based on a single aspect of the game, but on the totality of perfection. The legend who transcended the court. Jordan ceased to be just a player when he became a living legend. His silhouette in the air, the famous Jumpman, is a symbol that even those who have never seen one of his games recognize. Whether you're an NBA fan or not, Michael Jordan is a name that transcends borders, cultures, and generations. He was a pioneer in the globalization of sports, the ambassador who brought the NBA to every corner of the planet. And even today, more than 2 decades after his retirement, he remains the benchmark that dominates all. Fire, the irrefutable difference. Many players have been great. Many have won rings, MVPs, or records. But none did it with the perfect combination of dominance, style, and competitive spirit that defined Jordan. Undefeated in the finals, 6-0. 6 finals MVPs. 5 season MVPs. 10 scoring titles. 9 all-defensive first-team honors. A Defensive Player of the Year. A 2-time Olympic champion. The numbers speak for themselves, but what truly separates him from the rest is the sense of inevitability. When Jordan was on the court, the world knew he was going to win. GOAT, the GOAT oath. Basketball has seen giants, heroes, and magicians. But the GOAT, the true one, is one and the same. His story isn't just that of a player, but that of an empire built through sweat, tears, and a mindset impossible to match. That's why, when comparisons arise, when new names are raised, When generations argue about who is the greatest, the answer rings out clearly in eternity. I am Michael Jordan. I am the measure of greatness. I am the only GOAT.